How can I learn faster? How can I make my learning better? How can I optimize my English coaching sessions? And how can I make the best of my time with you? In this video, I'll be answering all of those questions to help you optimize your English learning, because time is often of the essence and I want you to really get the most out of our sessions and time together. Your time is valuable and I want you to invest it in the ways that you're going to get the most results and the maximum benefit in regarding your English. So the first thing that you can do, practical tip, is to take notes. There have been lots of studies that show putting pen to paper and using your own handwriting and your own words are really good ways to commit something to memory. So of course you will receive a copy of the materials after the session and you'll be able to keep this forever and refer to them. However, during our session, whilst we're learning, if you are able to make notes using your own words and maybe even images that are helpful to remind you of the meanings or the context of the new phrases, this is going to be really beneficial. Some of my clients prefer to type and they wait until they have the copy of the notes and then they highlight them in different colours or they make them their own. But whatever you do, it's taking something passive, such as being part of the session and listening to the new vocabulary, and really making it active so that you're committing it to memory and you're much more likely to use something if you can remember it. The second thing I want you to do is homework. I know that it doesn't feel like school, we're all adults, but if you are able to commit time outside the classroom and in between sessions, you're really going to benefit most from this. This is because you can use the new material that we've learned and apply it in different situations. So it might be a writing task where you're learning the new vocabulary and then putting it into a simulated text, like an email to a colleague or a letter to a manager, or even a presentation to a client. Or it might be speaking exercises, so practicing pronunciation for 10 minutes in the mirror every day based on the corrections that we've had during the session. But taking something tangible from the session and practicing it before we see each other again is going to be really valuable and help you maintain those skills. The third thing I want you to do is ask lots of questions. So our time together is very precious and I want you to feel as comfortable as possible and ask if anything is not clear. I have also learnt languages and I know that sometimes we feel embarrassed or we don't want to ask because we've already covered it and we can't remember something, but there's no shame. It's a safe space in my classroom and I really want you to feel like you can ask anything to do with English and you're going to have the reassurance and confidence to feel like your questions will be answered. So if there's anything that's not clear, please ask questions to really get the most out of our English coaching. The last thing I want you to do is track your wins. So this might sound strange because we have constant to-do lists and things that need to get done. But if you track the small progress that you make, even if it seems like it's irrelevant or it's unimportant, but being able to have small talk with a colleague for 5 minutes, or being able to send an email in English and know that your grammar was perfect, or being able to communicate with somebody and knowing it's not perfect but having the confidence to do it anyway. These are all small wins and I really encourage my clients to track these so that you have a list to refer to and see how much your confidence is growing and how much you're learning over the course of our sessions and hopefully into the future as well. The learning doesn't stop when the sessions stop. So I hope these tips have helped you and give you a better idea of how you can get the most out of your coaching and really keep learning as fast as possible, but also as effectively as possible so that you remember the new phrases and vocabulary in the long term. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm happy to do another FAQ video on common questions and I'd love to hear from you.